live on Galaxy Television, and we'll get to our very first topic of the day. What is wrong with a married woman hanging out with her friends? Okay, that's the question we're asking, and that's because a video surfaced online recently showing a woman married, I suppose, who wanted to attend a birthday party of a friend of hers. You know, just basically hang out with her friends. You know, she's been indoors, she just had a baby, and she's been indoors all her married life, and she just wanted to go out and hang out. And the husband stopped her from going. All right, so this sparked, you know, some very, very strong comments on social media when this video trended. Okay, so let's start by going to see the video first. Okay, so we'll come back and then we'll talk a bit. Let's check out the video. All right, the number will be on the screen shortly. You can send your comments to that number. Meanwhile, Pastor Dolly, Mr. Malik, we've seen the video. Can a married woman not hang out with her friends anymore? Since he's the man who is the stumbling block in this case, I'll start with you, Mr. Malik. What's your reaction really to the video we just saw?
Well, the video, you know, is saying something else that I had in mind, but yeah, it's almost like a, you know, a talk between two people, and they're trying to agree on what they want to do. If I take it from the question straight on, yes, a woman can hang out with her friends.
A married woman.
A married woman, yes. But there are clauses. That's not the truth. Because if the trend shows that the people you have been hanging out with are not giving you good counsel, good advice, those are clauses. Okay, so there is nothing that says a married woman cannot hang out with her friends. But if your friends are not at the same level you are, they don't have the same mindset, they don't have the same understanding, they have a different belief, okay, so you need to watch that, because it's going to either contaminate you or corrupt you. You can hang out with people that are of like minds. You can hang out with people that are either married or even they are not married, but they have the same understanding, the same level where you are about life. So not that, you know, you hang out with people that will tell you, oh, I can't take that from my husband, no, but that's in their own house. They are begging to even accept what they cannot accept outside. Understand? So those are the clauses that you want to look at. But other clauses are one of the things he mentioned. Who's going to take care of the baby? I don't know how old this baby is.
The mother is in the house, and she said she already told the mother. And she was like, it's okay.
If there's a grandmother at home, I think that is good. So probably there are other reasons why the man doesn't want her to go out. Okay, so maybe we'll leave that to what happens in every home. I might have my own reason, you might have your reason. So the capital answer to the question is a married man can still hang out, but clauses surrounds it. It's either your setting in the home, does it allow you? The setting outside, is it good for what you are going to bring back home? Those are the things we want to look at. Okay,
thank you, Mr. Malik. You answered that very well. Pastor Dolly.
I think I just go with Mr. Malik because there is nothing that says a married woman should not hang out with her friends. But then it depends on who her friends are. You know, by the time you get married, honestly, life changes. A lot of things changes. The things, the kind of people you will hang out with when you were not married, definitely there must be that shift. You know, so if the friends you had before you got married are the friends that can go with the tide in terms of you getting married now, they understand your new status and they are ready to respect the new status. They are ready to encourage you to keep the new status, to allow the new status to work. Yes, why not hang out with them? You can hang out with them. But there are some friends who are not in that status and they want you to be in their own status. In such case, you're going to have problem. The problem is not going to be having problem with them. You're going to have problem in your own, because if you go with them, with their advice, with the way they do things, the way they want you to do things, you will obviously have issues in your own marriage. And nobody wants to marry and go and be having issues in their marriage. So precaution must be taken to be sure that, okay, you're not going with the way they want you to go, but you are maintaining your status of being a married woman in a way that your home will not be lacking, your home will not suffer, your children will not suffer. So if you're able to maintain that, yeah. For instance, the man too has right to hang out with friends. If you have right as a man to hang out with friends, nothing also stop you from allowing your wife to hang out with friends. But then it also depends on the kind of friends you are hanging out with. Because some marriages have been destroyed just because of the kind of friends people have. True. Some friends even go as far as interfering in their home. Maybe there is issue between husband and wife. Some friends will go to the extent of calling your husband to start, talking to you about maybe warning the man, why talk to my friend like this and all that. So things like that shouldn't happen. If you notice that kind of a friend that can intrude into your privacy when it comes to you and your husband, the best thing is to withdraw from such a friend. Okay. But this case now, they are talking about birthday party. A birthday. So this one is not like
that she informed him 1 week ago.
And it's not like everyday thing. Birthday comes once a year. Exactly. So if your friend is celebrating birthday, of course you too will celebrate. Is the man not telling her that she should be an island? When she's also celebrating, it has to just be him and her alone. It doesn't make sense. Sometimes the man's insecurity is what is displayed here.
Thank you, Pastor Dolly, for hitting the nail on the head. You accept that. No. Because I was going to come to, the video itself. Exactly. Everything you have both said is true. Marriage changes the dynamics, of things, your friendships, and everything. I know that. But when it becomes a case of just what we saw play out in that video, where the man is making you feel like, because I'm married now, I'm no longer my own person, more like you are in bondage. That for me is a problem. Yeah, she did the appropriate thing, told him well ahead of time, 1 week to attend birthday party, and you are still.
If she did not tell him ahead of time, we would have all been here blaming her. Can he just wake up and
just up and go? Exactly.
That would really be terrible. But they didn't say she had informed him ahead of time, and he didn't say no. She has given her word to her friends that she should attend. Because the man didn't say no. Only for this man to be saying, I thought you were joking. That is not fair. You see, the man is insecure. Okay. And he's treating her as if she's a piece of furniture. She's not. She's a human being, for crying out. That she's married doesn't mean she's no more. Respect is. Thank you. She respect you. You also respect her. Don't make her feel like she's a lesser human being because she's married.
I think you're taking it further.
Okay, come in. No, all right, Mr. Malik, I'm listening to you.
That's what we want.
I think the man is simply insecure. I mean, look at how gorgeous she's dressed. You understand? That is enough for him to change his mind right on the spot. Because
she dressed well for
dressed. Wait now, a married woman dressed like that.
Wasn't she gorgeously dressed when he saw her and liked her?
That's the point. You just hit it. Somebody else will see her like that and
also want to hit on her.
So that might be the place of insecurity. That's what I'm saying. You are just taking it, putting extra on it.
You and 75% other men are in that boat.
I think for him, seeing her dress that gorgeous that moment
just did something to him.
Wow. A day before, he didn't tell her you're not going. You understand? An hour before, he didn't tell her who's going to take care of the children. But he instantly seen her.
So well,
you are going out, you are serious,
all dressed up.
I think psychologically that's what just ignite that and he changed his mind.
All right. Well, this issue of insecurity is a very big issue, all right, because it's responsible for maybe more than half of the issues couples have in marriage, where one party feels insecure. Maybe not even about the looks of the partner. It can be because of the achievements, of the partner and stuff like that. It's a very big issue. Then coming from a man is even worse off, because anything that makes a man feel threatened by a woman is always a big issue, and it doesn't end well. You get what I mean? It never ends well. All right? Yeah. So, and this is how it starts. This is how it starts. You can't let your wife mingle because you have that constant fear. So how can men deal, you know, with that kind of thought process, you know?
I think the place of value for your partner is important. If I value my partner as someone that is, you know, of higher value, higher status, you know, an image people should see, you know, and respect, I won't feel insecure. No matter how beautiful or how good looking or whatever my partner has achieved, it is all for our glory. So it's not a place where I feel insecure about it. Because if you say it, you are feeling insecure about it, it's either you are saying you don't trust her. But if you trust yourself, even if you are over gorgeous and you go out there, you will come back and be telling me how many men know give you side look. That's how it is when you trust each other. So that issue of trust also matters in that, because if I trust you, no matter where you are going, no matter what you have achieved, no matter what you are achieving, I am fully confident that we are in the same boat and there's no issue. And
that trust you just mentioned, it is the woman that is going to build that trust in her husband. She is the one that is going to go the extra mile to give her husband the privilege, the assurance.
For instance,
to trust her.
Give me an instance. For instance, you can't go to a birthday party, then you sit down and you don't go.
Okay. The kind of friends you keep as a woman, are they the kind of friends that when you go to them, your husband will feel safe?
Yeah.
We feel okay that I know the kind of friends my wife is keeping. For instance, if you even come home, one day, you come to tell your husband, I have so and so friend, that my friend, she's not faithful to her husband. That is your friend. And now you want to go out with such a friend. There's no way your husband will allow such a thing to happen, because he knows that the kind of friend you have is not good. For instance, there are some examples here I don't want to give because of those who are watching that.
It might be connected to
what I want to say. But I've seen cases of women making friends, relating with women who are not faithful to their husbands in marriage, and their own husband is aware that this her friend is not faithful, this her friend is not good. You understand? And so when she says she wants to go to such friend, the husband is saying, she ended up saying the husband is insecure. No, the man is very secure. You are the one who is not giving the man, who has not given the man the opportunity or the confidence or the trust, the ability to be able to trust you, to know that, okay, no matter where my wife goes, nothing happens, you know. And some women too, they are not even proud of their husbands. When you are not, the man knows you are not proud of her, you compare him with another man outside. When you are comparing your husband with another man outside, you are already killing his morale, you are already making him feel insecure. You are planting that seed of insecurity in that man. So there is no way the man will be secure. So to a very large extent, I think we women too, give your husband
play a role.
Play your role of making your husband to trust you. Play that role, so that when you go anywhere, your husband can say,
it can be,
I know my wife.
Yeah,
if
secure.
A man sits on her, I know it will not make any
All right, well spoken. All right, so like we mentioned at the table, the issues of trust, in that. There's also the issue of insecurity, all right, on the part of, you know, the other partner who just won't let his wife out of his sight. But then there are always exceptions to the rule. There are always exceptions to the rule. So when we talk, it's not a blanket statement to say that is how every situation will be. For instance, a man who has, you know, a classic case of low self-esteem, you can only but do as much as a human being to always assure that person. If you're going to spend the most of your lifetime or the most of the duration of your marriage assuring one man for the rest of your life, then there is a bigger issue, you know, that you might not be able to deal with. I'm talking from a place of knowledge. There are some men that are irredeemable. I'm sorry, women as well. All right, yes, we must make that clear. All right, so if you have tried everything, to maybe assure someone, gain their trust, and it's not working, and the problem is not you, it's just the other person. Yeah.
It should get filled
exactly.
So
but then if it doesn't, then there's a fundamental issue. Yeah, so we just want to make that clear, that there are always exceptions to the rule. All right, I have someone who is reacting here. Paul Yanga says, hi presenter, to me, I will let my wife go. Of course, let her go. Let her go and have fun. See, you know, every time men say, what do women really want? What do women really want? You know, especially when it's a woman that is well provided for, you've given her everything, still she's not okay. Sometimes it's little things like this. What a woman really wants, I'm speaking as a woman, it's just a little space for her to be herself. That's all a woman really wants. Sometimes it's not about the millions. Sometimes it's not about the material things. Do you understand? It's just something like this. Okay, picture a woman who has, you know, gone through 9 months of carrying a pregnancy, then she has put to bed. Postpartum depression is real, by the way. I have experienced it, so I know it's real. All right, so a woman goes through a tough time, carrying pregnancy, birthing a child, and now nursing a child, and all. Sometimes she just needs to go out there and just breathe. Yeah. That's all. Why won't you let her go to a birthday party? In a worst case scenario, escort her now. Are you not Mr. and Mrs. Abby? Balance. Some people should expect you to go to go with her if you feel like, all right, you know, I don't feel like she's safe. Go with her.
Girl outing.
It does not matter. It doesn't matter. Stay in the car. Stay in the car. Be her chauffeur for the day. You know, sometimes you just want to breathe. It can be choking, you know, so it can be choking, I'm telling you. Yes, you know, just let each other breathe. It is well. All right, I have another reaction here. Says, if you have a marriage, manage the marriage. Small issues can turn into conflagration. The marriage is devoid of trust. All right, you're talking about this. Well, we cannot say for a fact. We can only talk about what was portrayed in the video we just saw. All right, so like my guests have said, there is nothing wrong in a married woman hanging out with her friends every once in a while. But like Mr. Malik said, there are clauses. Okay, when it becomes a habitual thing, like every Friday is happy hour for you and your friends, there's a problem. All right, okay, there are clauses. Okay, you can hang out, you can have a girls all night, a girls whatever. All right, but then you plan ahead, make sure your partner is aware of it and all of that, and then choose your circle of friends properly. Like Pastor Dolly says, this will also put the man's mind at rest. But then at the end of the day, if you going out is what always brings issue in your marriage, maybe you need someone else to step in, like a counselor to step in, and let's find a balance in there.